So I wanted to make another quick phone video. I'm always shameless in promoting my videos, so got two videos. Well, actually got three videos because I had to break up the hike at Liberty University into three videos, and I'm still in the process of doing that. The first video is up if you want to watch that hike at Liberty Mountain. I'll get the second video up tonight. I got a lot of editing I got to do on that. And then, of course, the third video will probably go up tomorrow. I'm also going to be, I got the, look at this, man. This is the new Simply Safe home security system. Look how small that motion sensor is. I mean, it used to be like a big, tall little thing about that big. I don't know what kind of, I was worried about the batteries for this stuff, but I bet this isn't going to take that many batteries. I'm glad that I waited. I almost bought some batteries today because if you watch my videos, I shipped the doggone batteries to Lynchburg. To my house in Florida by accident because I was trying to get some batteries shipped here because nobody in Lynchburg has a battery charger or rechargeable batteries or even a battery tester. Now, these people, I'm telling you, if you don't have that type of thing, 'cause that's all I buy is rechargeable batteries. I don't buy alkaline batteries, and I like the envelope because you can recharge them up to 2,100 times. But you get what you want. Now, I'm looking at this box. It doesn't look like my two outdoor cameras came in the box, so I may be having to contact Simply Safe. So I'm not out of Lynchburg, Virginia yet. Now, what I might do, I might even prolong my stay. We're getting pretty good weather here, and I want to go out to Sweetbriar College because there's supposed to be another whole trail system there, and check that out. And that might take a couple, 3 days, you know, depending on the weather. And right now I'm staging the without my mom here, I can kind of do what I want with the house because well, that's an update there for the relatives. She's still in the hospital, saying she's coming home, begging for her shoes. I don't know if she thinks she's going to jump out to bed and do backflips. I'm not sure how that's going to work out for her. But looks like at this point I don't know where she's going. At first available bed, but you got to remember Lynchburg or Centra Health, they had vaccine mandates. They lost a lot of nurses and doctors on those vaccine mandates. So they're very short-staffed at the hospital, and same with the nursing homes. I think some of the nursing homes are short-staffed. So it's real hard to get care here in Lynchburg, Virginia. Anyway, just a real quick video. I wanted to go back through my 2022 predictions. Kind of made another video about that, but I didn't really have the list up, and I remembered, I said, well, you know what, why don't I just retype it up, because I couldn't find it on the computer. Now, the number one prediction that's happening right now is your $6 a gallon oil. I mean, not gas, excuse me, $6 at the fuel pump, let's just put it that way. And I've been predicting that for over a year, okay, on a lot of my videos. I think we're going to bust right through $6. I'm changing that prediction. I'm saying $7, $8, $9, $10. We just knocked ourselves off from getting Russian oil. That provides 10% of our oil. And, you know, I forgot. A long time back, I was taking notes about everything. And I don't know if you guys remember under Trump when the gas prices went negative. They were actually, you actually had to pay the oil companies to get the oil. I mean, you know, rather than, anyway. So we had oil below $50 a barrel for quite some time. Well, Putin was doing that. He was flooding the market. And I meant to make a video on that back then, but I wasn't so politically. I was mainly making hiking videos. But he did that to destroy the fracking industry. And then, of course, Biden came in and he just finished it off. I mean, there is no fracking industry in the United States no more. So we lost all that natural gas and oil. And then, of course, you know, Biden decided he was going to take down the Keystone pipeline. That was real damn intelligent. And then, of course, he ended all oil exploration. You know, they want to talk about those leases. Now, you might want to listen to Dan Bongino. He was explaining how those leases, yeah, we've got some leases, but that's only on land that may or may not even have oil. And they're not cutting any new leases. So the Biden administration has done everything it possibly can to destroy the oil industry. So I really do think now that we've cut ourselves off, because, and hey, Biden, get this, how stupid is this? He's going to Venezuela now and Iran and trying to get them to send us oil. These are two countries that hate the United States. They're aligned with Russia, you know, so you can't be this stupid. This has got to be by design. They're trying to destroy the United States. That's the only explanation. They got to be a Russian asset or a Chinese asset. These damn Democrats, man. Or that, or they're just, I mean, maybe the Biden administration really is that stupid. So let's get to the next one. Stock market crashed by at least 50 to 80%. I think we're getting started there. So that one hasn't come true. Let's get on to the next one. Housing market crash as interest rates rise. Yeah, I think that you're going to, because inflation is out of control. The Federal Reserve, now they've backed themselves into a corner. I'm not sure how they're going to do it, but they're going to have to raise interest rates. And that's going to crush, I mean literally crush the housing industry. And I think you're going to see a 50%. Now that hadn't happened yet. So that was the next one. Hey, here's one I got right. I told you Russia was going to invade Ukraine. And everybody goes, oh, no way, they can't do that because we can put sanctions. Russia's been preparing for sanctions for quite some time. They knew exactly what these globalist idiots were going to do to them. That's why they're cozied up to China and also India. Do you think they care that we're not going to import their oil here in the United States? Russia doesn't give a crap. In fact, they had their whole financial system set up because, now we're saying, oh, you can't use your Western, I forget what the system's called, the skill system or something like that. And Russia goes, we don't need it. They got their own credit cards now. They're basically establishing their own credit system, their own financial system, and of course now they're using China's financial system. So you got, let's see, I guess between India, China, and Russia, I want to say that's 3/4 of the world's population that are divesting themselves of the dollar. And that was another prediction that I made, is this is the year the dollar will end as the reserve currency of the world, and that's going to devastate the United States. So, and of course, Biden's administration, they're hastening it right along. We're going to cut Russia off from the dollar. That's real freaking smart, that gosh dang bumbling fool. Anyway, of course, China will invade Taiwan, and now that hasn't come true yet. We already seen massive inflation, and boy, when a gallon of gas costs $8, I mean, can you imagine what that's going to do to the food prices and everything else? I mean, everybody's going to get crushed. We might even have hyperinflation. Never thought I'd see that, Hey, here's one for you. I've been telling everybody to buy silver, gold, and platinum. Okay, commodity prices are soaring right now. You got to remember, Ukraine's the biggest wheat producer, might be the biggest in the world, I'm not sure. So now we're cut off from their wheat, we're cut off from Russia's oil. I mean, what do you think's going to happen to silver, gold, and platinum? I mean, right now I'm seeing it go up $1 or $2 every single day. Of course, my wife is rich now because I had her heavily invested in mining stocks and I will throw a stock tip out for you. This is just something that I bought. Of course, my wife's going to get rich. I think it's in her, because I never anticipated her divorcing me, and taking her IRA. And at the time, looking at the deal, I mean, it was like, okay, do you want to go head to head with lawyers and spend $50,000 in the divorce? And I had to give it to her. But Nordic American Tanker, because we're going to be importing our oil now from everywhere, and I bought that. I haven't looked at it for a while, but I have my wife. She's got thousands and thousands of shares of that. She's going to make a shit ton of money, I can tell you that. And I don't know what the price is right now, but that's going to be a good one. We will see crime spike. Well, that's a prediction that I didn't even have to make. I mean, because it's already was happening when I made the prediction. But crime's going to spike across the country. Now you say, well, especially in the Democrat cities. I mean, they've got those prosecutors that are basically just, you come in, you shot somebody and killed them. Well, here, give us $5,000 and you can go back on the street, And so that's what they're doing, and I think it's on purpose. I think they want to have crime extremely high. The problem is it's going to be extremely bad in the rest of the country. And I'll give you the reason why, and that's just why I say the Democrats are trying to destroy the country for sure. You got an open border. Now, what do you think's coming across that border besides fentanyl? But by the way, fentanyl's killing thousands and thousands of Americans. Democrats don't care. Democrats don't care that thousands of people are dying from fentanyl. But what else is coming across that border are terrorists. Okay, you've got terrorists, you've got criminals by the hundred. I mean, do you think that the good people, in Honduras and they're emptying out their jails and just sending them to the United States? This is on purpose, people. Do you understand? They want chaos across the United States. And this was another prediction that I made. And the reason they want chaos is because they know they're not going to win the 2022 election. The Democrats know that. So if they can get a good terrorist incident, you know, a blown up building, or, you know, actually, get this, 2 Iranian terrorists just threatened Steve Bannon's life, and they're actually going to not prosecute him because they don't want to piss Iran off because they want to get their oil. You tell me, I mean, why would you let 2 terrorists go that are threatening an American citizen? I don't know. I mean, you know, people are all for this crap, you know. That thing cut off on me. Let's see. Oh, I talked about the 2022 election. We're at the end of the dollar. Oh, car prices. Yeah. Well, I guess that was a no-brainer. I mean, but I didn't know that I said they continue to soar. I didn't say they'd hit the moon. You know, I mean, go try and buy a used car or a new car right now. Now, thank God I got that Toyota Prius Prime. That was another reason I'm divorced. My wife thought that was a terrible thing to do. Oh, you got a new car. I said, yeah, because gas prices are going to go through the roof. Whew, I guess that cybersecurity guy was right. The last one here is, and this one came true, right? I told you that Biden and Fauci and those CDC idiots would continue to divide the country. Now, we just ignore them in Florida. You know, we haven't listened to Fauci in 2.5 years. You know, everybody in Florida knows he's a complete fucking idiot. You know, and plus, how in the hell he still got his job? I don't even know. I mean, wrong about everything. And plus, it's coming out now, Judicial Watch. I encourage you to watch that channel, that he was in cahoots with China making the virus. So he's really responsible for millions of people dying around the world, and yet, you know, the Biden administration ignores it. So anyway, and I say Fauci, I hold him personally responsible, but of course the CDC and the NIH, you know, they were all involved in gain-of-function research, and that's all come out. We all know it now, just like we know that Hunter Biden's laptop existed, even though the media tried to bury that. So anyway, I guess that's about it. Oh yes, supply chain. You know, what do you think that having all the truckers surrounding Washington, D.C. is going to do? Now, it's a total media blackout. A total media blackout on the truckers. Okay, so you've got, I don't know. I mean, I don't even know how many truckers, because I even have a hard time finding information because I surf around YouTube. Now, I need to get to Rumble, but unfortunately, Mom's Comcast device here doesn't get Rumble, so I'm having a hard time finding out what's going on with the convoy. But from what I understand, the trucks are still there. Now, you'd think with the soaring inflation, soaring prices, soaring gas, that Biden would just tell the truckers, okay, I will adhere to your demands. Basically, their demands are no vaccine mandates. We don't need the vaccine no more. That was another thing I predicted, was herd immunity. We've achieved herd immunity. Okay? We know that in Florida. You know, why do you think it was a great video that DeSantis walked in and all these kids got their masks on, and DeSantis goes, you don't need to wear those damn masks, you know, but you can if you want, you know. And then, of course, one of the kids' moms was, he told them to take the mask. He didn't tell them to take the mask. He just told them you don't need to wear them because it looks ridiculous. All the adults in the room who are most susceptible to the CCP virus, all are unmasked, and yet the parents, or whoever, is making the kids wear masks. It's like a caste system. It seems like these authoritarian dictators, they want to, you know, show people how they're in charge. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So that's it. That's it for this video. I'm going to upload this from the phone. We're going to have a hiking video, hopefully by midnight tonight, going up. We got future videos at Sweetbriar College. So there's going to be a lot of videos here in the next couple, 3 or 4 days. And it should be good. Let's do the mantra. Freedom! Oh, freedom! Good to live in the free state of Florida where we have no vaccine mandates, no jab requirements, no mask requirements, and we are free to come and do as we please under the great leadership of Governor DeSantis. And if you're a Democrat, if you're an authoritarian, totalitarian idiot, move to New York because you'll fit right in there. I mean, you know, my God, they love their mask mandates and their vaccine requirements. Or move to California, and that's a good place for you. You know, I mean, but stay the hell out of Florida, man. Peace out. Stay free.